Hi, this is Resilient Kent Lau. So I share with you why we want to become a strategic HR. So now I will share with you. Now, if you receive data like this, right? There are store names, there are each store, there's a start number of people in the month, and then how many people join, and how many people resign, and finally you have a balance, right? So this is not right. So I should put it one. And oh, that's not there. Okay, you can see that the turnover is not right. There are six and there's one, and okay, anyway, I just assume that this data is correct one. It's generated from this what is it called, the payroll system, right? So now what's the next step you can do with this? You got to think about some strategy, right? I want to share with you in a short while. Okay, start with the concept of dashboard design. Right? You got to not displaying too much information, and you have to show something at a glance. And the key concept of best practice of a dashboard design is that it must have CRAP. CRAP, where C stands for contrast, R repetitions, alignments, proximity. So C is for contrast. Well, what does it mean? Contrast is that it's over here. Contrast is that one of the key things is to making the important element stand out. So the important element. So you gotta ask yourself, what is the most important in this data? What is most important in this data? So this is about turnover rate. So what's most important? This is what your management always asks. What's most important in turnover? What is most important? What is most critical? What is most strategically? And then you need to highlight it. So here it goes, right? So turnover rate, right? What's most concerned is that which shop, right, is giving most headache one, right? I want to know which one. So you look at it that boss, let me check. You should one by one. No, you don't do that. You do right click, you do a sort, you do largest to smallest. Now you know that store one is the it seems that's not right. True, right? No, not right. You can sort, right? That is very strange because okay, let me just do a transfer to control T to no wonder, because there's a column here that's gone. So we can delete this column, and then we can do again right click, sort largest to smallest. Yeah, store 8 is the one, right? Because the change doesn't change there. So another way, yeah, you can just use that, right click and do sort, do largest smallest, and that is why you do sorting, right? It's not because you just sort based on because it's just the sake of sorting, right? There is the reason behind why we sort. It's all driven to this design feature. What is the management want to know? Making the most important elements stand out, contrast. So next thing is that in the design thinking is that you need to make something that is most important, right, on top. So it's also contrast, right? It's something most important on top. So on top, always on top, not below. You don't want your boss to scroll down to see things, right? You want to know at a glance, right? So at a glance, you always insert a few more row above, right? So 6 row, up to you, right? Control 6, and that's it, right? Then oh sorry, let me just repeat. So highlight the 6 row and then Control Shift plus sign to insert several rows on the above, right? And then now you want to know I have how many rows of a store, right? So of course I can use count A and select all these lists here until here and enter. I got 32 store, right? But the thing is that this is against a best practice of dashboard design. So same thing here. You shouldn't put a number below. Instead, you show it on the top. So you can put there total outlet. So you tell your boss, right? We have total outlet. This up to now we have this amount of things, right? So, but don't just stop here. You get to highlight until somewhere bottom, because the store will keep open. So plan ahead. So that's why strategic HR do things very different. Okay, so you can see that here. Let's see. So it's until A46, yeah, A46. So you basically have some line here to symbolize that it is until here, some gray area. One of my best friends say CY taught me about this, right? So the next thing is that CY also taught me that it's always good to have insert some column here, so you never know what you need to do some calculation here, rather than here. The data here may grow. Here most likely will not. So that's why you have insert some row here to do some checking. Now the next thing is that you also want to do is that this is the total outlet. You also want to know is that overall how many people are in my workforce. So in the start and overall how many people are still remain in my workforce, right? So I can use a sum function. Now rather than select the things to the bottom, right? You select this one until here, and remember just now we are until 46 row, right? So we put there 46 row and enter. So you see, right click there, it should end at, oh no, it should be 48. Okay, oh yeah, because I just added a few more rows there. Okay, 48. Okay, that's great. So then I have this one and I have this here. Okay, so we can see that at a glance, right? Always remember that dashboard design is about at a glance, right? We know that the total workforce at the beginning is 189. By the end of the month, we have grown to 217. So what's the growth rate? Overall, you can always use a simple structure, is that current minus before, and then divide by before. So a growth rate of 14%. Is it great? You make a decision, right? So now I want to know how many people has joined. Oh, 70 people joined, and resign 41. So is it healthy? I'm not sure. I can do those that I want to know that how many people fall below my KPI. So what's KPI? KPI is something like this. Okay, one of the group HR that I consult. I consult a company, right? And the group HR told me that anything above 15% is considered red. Anything between 10% to 15% is considered yellow, and anything below 10% should be in green. So, okay, that's great. So I can actually manually go and change it, right? I'm gonna highlight this thing. But do I have a better way? Well, certainly yes, right? Again, you highlight this list here, right? Highlighting this here, go to home, go to condition formatting, new rules, change it to icon set, and here change it to number, and anything above 15%, right? So we change it to 15, and here number, and you here change it to anything below 10%. Okay, so then you click OK. All right, wrong, because it's a bit red. So okay, let's go to manage rule, edit rules, and see if we can reverse the order. Okay, red, green, yellow. Okay, that's great. Click OK. Apply. Okay, now it's in red. So okay, cool. Now the next question, right, your boss will ask, right, you need to predict your boss. Your probably will ask, hey, how many red color? You can highlight them all here, and you find out that it's 25. But why reach your boss, right, when you can do it with some cool function? It's like called count if. Okay, so count if, you highlight this until the gray area, and then comma go to the top, and then you put there, is it above 15%? Okay, any number that is above 15% is 25. So you can see that what's 25? 25 is highlight this thing, or it's here count 25. So that is above 25. So you put that above 25. Oh, above 15%, right? So it's in red color, and any between 10 to 15%, right? How many of them, right? Then you need to use another function called count if. So count if until here, and then you put a comma, and you can put there as anything that is greater or equal to 10%, and also same range, but checking a different, they must be also less than 15%. Then it should be here. So anything between 10% to should be in yellow, right? 10 to 15%. So is there 3? Yeah, there's a 3 item there. So now finally, we also want to know anything that's below 10%. So then you can use a count if again, right? So select this until the end. We just below this gray area. It's a very handy tool, right? Thanks to my good friend CY, and you can be lesser than 10%. And enter. You got 4. Oh, is that 4? Oh yeah, it's 4. Okay, cool. So now you can do some coloring if you want to, right? Maybe red, green, it's in yellow, and this one is in red. But if you use this red, it might be too shiny, so we can use this red. Again, right, it's a personal choice, yeah. That is maybe this one. That's cool. Okay, it somehow looks better. Now we can do some boxing, right, to easier to read that. So 25 outlets, 3 outlets, 4 outlets, total 25 outlets. 30. Is it true? Is it 32? Total is it 32? Yeah, it's total is 32. So you can also double check that by using another sum function to check I3 to I6. Oh, it's not I6, I7. No, I5. Okay, total is 32, right? It's matching with this total outlet. Okay, so I think that is pretty good. If you want, you can also use some coloring for this gray area. And what is missing, right? Maybe you want to make a bit highlight, so you can highlight this thing and do your merging. So one way is to use merging and wrap text, right? Make it center. Another way is actually you can use a gray. So using this one, so you don't merge any cell, you just use this and then press F2 key, click OK, equal, click on this cell here, enter. Oh, we got a 32 and enter, and make it there. So these are some of the skills that you can apply, right, to. So depending on your company corporate color, right, you can use other color you like. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I can highlight this here. Okay, so maybe I want to just insert another column here. Okay, so maybe your boss will ask then, right, above the 15%, who is the top? Oh, okay, so you can see that it's top. Top is store 8. It's 66%. Clearly something need to do with that. So you see that if you do a sorting, right, it's easy to sort what is the number 1, 2, 3, and always also, right, my best friend CY say to have this number here, highlight this thing and double click, so you have the number here. You can have more. If you don't want, you can just leave it here. So now next time, if you say you have a store 33, right, and yes 7, again you have copy the data and then you put here, you 7 higher, you hire 9 also that month. Last one you have 7, this one you hire 9 and 2 left, and what's the total, right? So 7 plus 9, 16. 16 plus 2 is minus 2 is 14. So what is the turnover rate? Is that you take whatever is left and then divide by the beginning plus the ending and divide by 2. Okay, and enter 64%. You can see that it's automatic highlighted in the condition formatting. Why is it so? Because we have done some planning in advance, right? So finally, if you like, you can make again, make it very nice to read. Maybe like this one here, that will be good, and highlight this thing here. Just make it slightly nicer, right? Nicer to read. Okay, so maybe here, maybe here, and maybe here. Maybe here. Okay, so then you don't need a grid line. Always remember, remove the grid line. As you can see, right, remove the grid line will help your boss look at it easier, right? They will be happier to see this. Now, what do you think, right? Compare this one with the previous one without the name value, right? What else we have that, right? Or outlet, some outlet crap. I already talk about it. So this is a strategic dashboard, right? And dashboard has 3 types of dashboard. You can actually talk about it here. This is your HR dashboard is actually strategic. Why? Because the duration. You compare monthly, beginning of the month and at the end of the month. You don't compare it like every day, right? You don't compare this data at every day. But if it's a operation, if it's a restaurant, if it's a number of buns you sell, number of some item you sell, right, every single day, or daily or hourly, then you can use an operational dashboard. Then you can very frequent, is every hour updated. So that will be very useful. And if you're talking about some digital marketing, you want to know whether your campaign works, right? Such as a LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, there is this dashboard. How many people over the week? How many people actually view my post, right? Then you can use, you can create analytical dashboard. So knowing which type of dashboard you're going to create also make a difference. So there's a lot of things that the dashboard can do, right? Such as you can design with the data calculation and dashboard in mind. So in between, you might want to do some data cleaning, some combining files all together. I talk about it in my this article, right? 100 times faster than your current way. This is to combine all your data in each month by month or year by year into a single folder, and with just one click, yes, it's just one click, then you can combine all of them, and that's it, right? You don't need to copy and paste, and, do some cleaning, remove the column, remove this one. All these steps, right, is automatic recorded. And if you want to know more, please contact me, or if you are in my amazing Excel school, watch the next video. Right, thank you. God bless you. Jesus loves you.